Well, we live in humble, humble living, humble yourself. Hey, the bells done rung. We live in humble, living, humble living, humble yourself. Hey, the bells done rung. Was it humble, you say? Well, it's glory and honor. Was it humble, you say? Won't you praise the Lord? Was it humble, you say? Well, it's glory and honor. Humble yourself. The bells done rung. Well, you think on your mind. The wheel will roll down the line of time. Well, the stars in the heaven will tumble and fall just to meet you at the judgment bar of God. We're living humble, living humble, living humble yourself. Hey, the bells done rung. We're living humble, living humble, living humble yourself. Hey, the bells done rung.
This Tom.
Yeah, there's one. There's one out there in '89. No, nothing newer. Oh, it runs good. It runs just fine. It drives fine too. It still drives real good. It drives like a Lincoln yet, but it's it's damaged, cosmetically.
All right. Does he have a deal?
Push it. You gotta push that hood release in.
Before I shut it?
Yeah, you gotta make sure it's pushed in. Just what it is when you pop it.
Okay, close.
Oh, it closed. Okay, but when you pop it, when you release it, just make sure it's pushed. Just push it back in. It'll close fine for you.
Yeah.
So,
What do you think?
I like it.
Having a car lot in Detroit's kind of like having a basketball team in LA. It's where it's happening, man. Or having a baseball team in New York. It's got so much tradition that goes with it, I suppose.
what can I put it out here for and not look stupid? That's basically it, When I go fishing, I usually leave myself a couple $100 worth of room, and that's it. Whatever. So you price them too cheap, people think shit's wrong with them. So you gotta kind of be careful with that too, Be like, why is it so cheap, man? Something's got to be wrong with it. Well, if it makes you feel better to pay more for it, we can make an adjustment. Okay, this next one here is the buyer's guide. This is the one that says that it's as is, how is, was is. If it breaks in half, you own both pieces. How's it going, dude?
All right, how you doing?
All right, not too bad.
Good. Purple Explorer out there?
Yep.
Is it for sale?
Everything's for sale. This ain't no museum. All this junk's for sale.
I like you. Good attitude.
That's it, man. This ain't
What's your
no
price
museum.
on it?
You know what? It's got a bad trans.
Okay.
It runs good. It's got a bad trans. I think it's got 99,000 miles, right at 100,000.
Okay.
Somebody stole the radio out of it. Had a nice radio and it's gone. It's a factory one, but they took it. Whatever. We forgot to get one of the back doors locked on it. And
No big deal.
somebody, jimmied that thing out of there. But I take $18.95 for it like it is.
Can I take a look at it?
Yeah.
I have a prayer that I say every day, and one of them is I pray for all the customers that come on my car lot, that I can treat them right and they can feel like they were treated correctly. So it's less about just slam, bam, get the cash and go, and it's more about just kind of trying to build the future.
And sometimes the cold weather, because of all the metal moving and hot and cold expand, contract, sometimes that's what's happening. They'll lose connection just sitting there from the weather change. So I'm just saying, I don't want an argument. It doesn't matter. If I want it done, I don't give a shit if it's wrong. I want you just to do it and not argue with me about it. You can't tell me it needs a starter before you've even looked at the connections. So all I'm asking you to do is comply and don't give me a hard time, even if it's wrong. Because you know what? Fucking feels like a Monday. Man. Thank you for your extended hand and heart which helped me to have this car. This car has already taught me tremendous responsibility and has been a stepping stone to help me in some things that I am getting ready for in my life. Continue in good service to others, and good service will come to you. Thanks very much, Ashley Williams. Yeah, it was from the Subaru, the SVX. That's kind of cool, eh?
Yeah, I like that. Let's hang that up
Yeah, let's hang
someplace.
it up. All right.
That's better than Christmas cards.
Yeah, buddy.
Not one time ever have we got one of those blue letters from the state of Michigan investigating a complaint against us.
Guy from the state, he came in, he audited our books. He only had one complaint. It was our copy machine. I go, isn't that ironic? We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 copy machines, and not a damn one of them works for fuck.
Well, brother, go where I send thee.
Tell me
How will you send me? I'm a gonna send thee
4 by 4 because 4 was the 4 that stood at the door. Then 3 were the Hebrew children. Then 2 was Paul and Silas. Then 1 was a little bitty baby wrapped all up in swaddling clothes, laid down in manger and born little children, born in Bethlehem.
brother, go where I send thee.
This business to big business doesn't make any difference. I think the principles are the same no matter what it is, no matter if you're talking about a $1 billion corporation or you're talking about small potato guys like us, you know. There's people in the glass offices, they don't physically have to look at the people that they're screwing, they're putting the screws to. They just don't have to look at those people. We do.
You guys are all set. You know what, too? I'm gonna do before you guys go. I'm gonna have my guy Big Kev check the lights and fluids for you. Take the stickers off the window. Okay.
Okay.
So what? Give us just a few minutes here. If you want me to, of course,
Yeah.
I would suggest.
Yeah.
You know, we'll have them check, make sure it's got a spare and a jack for you. Okay.
Okay.
All right.
All right.
Got it.
Thanks a lot.
Yeah, absolutely. Okay.
Nice to meet
Sweetheart, nice to meet you.
Don't get no better than this, does it? Huh? Is this Americana or what?
This is it, dude. Best place in the world to live. You know what I mean? Best place on the planet Earth to live.
It is.
It is. We just don't know how good we got it, do we?
Yeah, well, I do. I do.
Yeah.
I appreciate it. I
Yeah.
love this country.
Oh, I do too.
They tax the fuck out of me.
I know.
I mean, I look at my paycheck and it's like, hey, you know, but hey, the money's good.
That's
Where
right.
where else you gonna go?
What are you gonna do?
The world's fucked up. That's
It
the
is.
bottom line. It's sad.
Yeah.
Someday, you know, we'll be sitting by the beach, drinking pina coladas, chasing ladies in bikinis,
Yeah.
writing poetry in the sand, doing our thing.
Yeah. Right on.
And I don't know when, you know.
Yeah.
Time I get there, I'll be in a wheelchair. Oh, I'll still chase after him. Oh, never.
Still roll after him, huh?
Hey, it's the only thing that works. Everything else fell apart.
Here they are, in the bottom of the mop bucket.
Well, these are nice and clean.
They're nice and clean, man. You clean the key for them, bro.
Ain't nothing like that. You wash the car and the key.
Hey, man, I
love
wash
this-
the key.
I love this place.
All right, buddy.
All right.
Hey, be careful about that pole now.
All right.
Good Lord, won't you buy me a Mercedes Benz? My friends all drive Porsches, you know I must make amends.
I just feel like I'm a born leader, you know. I don't know. It's not my choice. You know what I mean? It's just how it is, you know. Some kind of way, somewhere along the line, there's a seat for me somewhere, man, and it's being in charge of shit. Some kind of how. I don't know. It's just how it is, you know. It's not by choice. You know what I mean? I just know it. I feel it. You know. It's just how it is. It's like I think what Pink Floyd said. There's two kinds of people. There's pigs and there's sheep. You know what I mean? I guess I'd be called the pig.
paid on the 1st of the month. So
Sign
I
it
can
right
see
there.
you next month?
You sure can.
All right. I have been a good, long-standing customer for...
Yep, it's about time I started out.
Don't you like it? An older woman had this car. Can you believe I got this car for $600 out the door, baby? That's a good thing, isn't it? Doesn't have a lot of miles. How many miles? 106,000. That's not too bad. 106,000 miles. Pretty good for an 88. Just the regular.
Regular, $2.
Thank you so much, my friend.
Okay, you have a good day.
Thank you, you too.
Oh, Lord, I think we better roll for my new.
Hold on, don't.
Please hurry. I have no air.
I have no air, dude. Look at that.
Look at it driving around. My very first car wash in 5 years.
Well, old blind Barnabas stood on the way. Blind Barnabas stood on the way. Well, old blind Barnabas stood on the way, crying, "Oh Lordy, have mercy on me." Well, old blind Barnabas stood on the way. Blind Barnabas stood on the way. Well, old blind Barnabas stood on the way, crying, "Oh Lordy, have mercy on me." In my Lord's Bible, in the book of James, Christ was a healing the cripple and lame, giving the poor and needy bread, healing the sick and raising the dead. They tell me when he passed through Galilee, passed a man who could not see. The man was blind and crippled from birth. They tell me that his name was Blind Barnabas, but old Blind Barnabas stood on the way. Blind Barnabas stood on the way. Oh, well, old Blind Barnabas stood on the way, crying, "Oh Lordy, have mercy on me." When Barnabas heard that my Lord was nigh,
People
he
who
fell on his knees.
need
again
a
to cry,
$1,000 car
crying,
need
"Oh,
a $1,500 car, not people who want a $1,000 car or want a $1,500 car. People who need them cars. That's who comes here.
Car drives really, 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 really good. You'll see. Any way you look at it, any way you slice it, it's still a Lincoln.
That's right.
You know what I mean? Hey, Danny, I didn't ask you to rebuild the car. I asked you to put washer fluid in it.
Well, now you better run.
And when I hear
Somebody's calling you, and you better run.
and when I say
Somebody's calling you, and you better run.
run, run.
Somebody's calling you. I feel like my time ain't long. I mean long. I mean long. Well, you better
And when
run.
I hear
Somebody's calling you.
Run
you better
on, brother.
Somebody's calling you. You better run. Somebody's calling you. I feel like my time ain't long, long, long.
My definition of the American dream is being able to shape your own future without nobody dictating or putting their finger on you and telling you can't do it. You know, just having the opportunity to do it. The American dream is being able to execute, take your thought in your head and put it into reality. Just make it happen. And I've always lived by the, what's the worst that can happen? I've always lived by that. What is the worst that can happen? I'll be right back where I was before I took the chance.
Oh yeah, just gotta play the cards you're dealt. I got dealt the fat card a couple times, man. So I'm working on that. It's alright, man. As long as I can still fight and fuck, I'm good. Alright, man. Danny, you got the cars locked? Well, we'll go lock them any fucking way.
Well, brother, go where I send thee.
Tell me
How will you send me? I'm a-gonna send thee 4x4, because 4 was the 4 that stood at the door. Then 3 were the Hebrew children, then 2 was Paul and Silas, then 1 was a little baby wrapped all up in
swaddling clothes,
laid down in the
manger,
and born, little children, born in Bethlehem. Brother, go where I send
now
thee.
tell me
How will you send me? I'm a-gonna send thee 8x8, because 8 were the 8 that stood at the gate. Then 7 were the 7 that went up to heaven. Then 6 were the 6 that never got fixed. Then 5 was the gospel, a preacher. Then 4 was the 4 that stood at the door. Then 3 were the Hebrew children. Then 2 was Paul and Silas, and 1 was